Welcome back to the Now Morning Show. Good morning to you if you're just joining us. I have with me Dr. Suan Bharat and Kemba Jaramogi. They are, well, Dr. Bharat is representing the UE. You're a lecturer at UE, the Institute for Gender and Development Studies. And, well, Kemba, you are the technical director for the Fonzamans Community Reforestation Project. And you guys are, well, we're having a March for Change for International Women's Day. So tell me about that. What's the plan for Sunday? Or is it Saturday? It's yes. Saturday, right?
Saturday afternoon, we girls, women, yes. Well, on Saturday, this is the fourth such march to commemorate International Women's Day, which is really a celebration of women and an acknowledgement of what we need to do for equity, equality, and justice. So we come together opposite the Whitehall on Saturday from about 2. We will march off from about 3:15, but we come together, you can mingle. We have no contact because in light of possible threats, so we're saying tell somebody you love them.
Right.
And try not to hug and kiss unless you have prior contact. Of course, we're saying to people, bring your message and come. We want to acknowledge and celebrate 4 key themes this year, which is to honor, encourage, include, and act on behalf of gender justice. And we're really and truly marrying the international Beijing Plus 25 theme in terms of generation equality, and we want to encourage youth action. And Kemba can tell you more about some of the projects are in place and some that we'll be recognizing.
Okay, fantastic. Well, Kemba, I understand that you're doing some work with children in preparation for Saturday's march. Tell me some.
So we're working with young people, so we're working with youths. So this is a pilot initiative we embarked on that is supported by the Commonwealth Foundation Gender Unit. And this program was designed to look at the intersectionality between gender and climate change. So, you know, we would have a lot more looking at intersectionality because what we realize there are different things that affects solving a problem. There's different contexts that we need to look at things to solve problems. So from an environmental background, what are some of the other things that is not so clear? So what we did, we engaged with 4 secondary schools. So UE Sixth Form, Trinity College, St. Francois Girls, as well as Moruga Secondary School. And we targeted Sixth Form students who were studying geography, integrated science, INTI-SCI, and sociology. And really to get them to talk about gender, get them to understand the concept of intersectionality that was developed by Kimberly Crenshaw. But really looking at discussing, having a discourse, because sometimes we don't value discourse, and it's very important in moving forward, in planning for action, and being empowered. You must discuss.
Indeed.
And even one of the biggest things within this gender workshop, a lot of the girls, you know, the females would have, you know, a certain idea of gender, but I think a lot of men feel ostracized from the debate as well. So when we're looking at gender and gender equity and equality, these were some of the things for the guys participating was like standing out because a lot of times they think as gender is just woman thing. But one of the things we're seeing, being an ally, understanding on both sides what it takes to create a society, take power in action, for people to believe in your action or support your action in a non-vindictive way. You know? So it was a very eye-opening experience to marry the subject together. Sometimes you're doing geography and you say, well, no, I'm just about environment, or you're doing sociology, or I'm just about this. Everything is interconnected.
Well, of course, because I mean, that's life, right?
Yes, indeed.
So, I'm kind of curious about the responses of the men, because you said that they were eye-opened and stuff like that, but have they been very willing to share information and to share their opinions on the information?
Well, so on Saturday, some of the students will be there present. So far we have confirmed Trinity College and UE Sixth Form, so they will be there at the march on Saturday, and they will be sharing their messages and feedback from the workshop, as well as showcasing their own form of activism.
In addition to that, to add to that, I just want to wave the flag, of course.
You have to show them it. You got to just wave it. You got to show it.
Yes. You know, part of the whole thing is wave it, hold it up like a banner. In terms of this intersectionality that Kemba talks about, we have been doing work where we have people coming together, especially in the youth and the young generation. There is a clear understanding of participating and how you get involved. One must act. one must also act respectfully and to speak across difference, which is why we have that intersectionality.
Right.
Be it in terms of knowledge, ethnicity, class, race, whatever is that level, sexualities, etc. And I just wanted to show that part of that is kind of like marrying multiple ideas that we've inherited over time, because 25 years ago we made an international declaration that recognized women's rights as human rights.
Right.
And we're readopting this declaration and evaluating where we're at now and what are the next generation going to do, or what are the measures they're going to take to persist in
And
terms
continue,
of
yeah.
yes.
Okay, well, I want to remind everybody it's happening this Saturday.
Yes.
We meet up at 2 p.m. opposite the Whitehall, you said?
Indeed.
All right.
Indeed.
So, and you encourage people, make your signs, bring them.
Bring your signs,
Yeah.
bring your message and come. But remember the key themes: honor, encourage, include, act. Remember, we're focusing on climate change, gender-based violence, economic justice and rights, sexual and reproductive rights, and all of these things. Keep in mind, the personal is political. We're happy to have people come and share in both an understanding of where we are in terms of gender justice and a commemoration of women's lives.
Well, I want to thank you, ladies, so very much for coming through this morning. And all the best for Saturday. I know that we're going to have a fantastic turnout and it's going to be phenomenal. You know what I mean? So thank you again. And we're going to take a quick break and come back with so much more in our morning show.